Hey everyone, welcome back to Your Favorite Christian, the place where your favorite priest jumps into a whole bunch of topics from everything from pop culture to faith to religion to relationships. We're going to talk about it all. So today we're jumping into the deep end, so stick around as we go to the beach. All right, so often in our lives, we find ourselves that we just want to hang out, sort of like in the shallow water. And the shallow water is comfortable, right? It's a place where we can just be comfortable, it can be a little safe. Maybe we're healing from a past relationship. Maybe we just lost a job. Maybe we just lost someone in our life. And the shallow water is a place where we can just get our feet wet and not get too crazy in the mixture of life. There comes a time where we definitely have to, though, take a leap into the deep end. And if you've been single for a long time, let's say, and you've been thinking about, well, you know, you start hearing these voices where like all men are just players or all women are just money hungry, then you know these voices are kind of working on you and wanting to keep you in the shallow end. These are limiting beliefs that you want to get rid of. Because I think that, you know, I would say God, or you could just say your inner best voice is saying, it's time to go in the deep end. It's time to get out there and get risky. It's time to get out there and jump head first and to trust that really life is on your side, that the universe is on your side, that I would say God is calling you to bigger things because you've been hanging out in the shallows. The shallow water is just, it's a safe place to be. And sometimes we need to be there for healing, but other times it's time to get out of there. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Before, those were the calm waters, but life is not about calm waters. Life just goes up and down. It's got big mountains and big valleys. This is the stuff where it gets wild. And this is the parts of your life where you got to ask yourself, have I been living my life a little too safely, a little too comfortably? Am I not feeling fulfilled enough? Because guess what? We only have so much time on this earth. Like every single day we're dying. I mean, that's the truth. But the good news is that every day you can experience a beautiful life, but you got to get out. Sometimes into the deep waters, you got to scare yourself, try something new. Go up to that girl you never thought you could say hello to. Go up to that guy and actually start a conversation with him. Think about that new job that you were planning on going for your whole life, but you got kind of comfortable in this other job. No, go search for it. Think about what would it be like if I'm an entrepreneur and I started my own gig. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people have done it and have succeeded. So the deep waters are calling you. And as a priest, I would say from a Christian perspective, that's where Jesus is calling us. He's saying, get those nets, throw them in the deep end, because that's where the bounty is. That's where the beauty is. That's where God says, aha, yes. Now you're willing to play ball. So the big question for today is, are you playing it too safe? What voice in your head have you been ignoring for too long? What is that itch that you might be feeling from God or the universe, or whatever you want to call the higher powers calling you to do, but you've just been too afraid because you think that you're not good enough, you don't have the ability, you don't have enough time, you don't have the gifts. That's rubbish. You do have all that. That's just the enemy. That's just your limiting beliefs trying to push away from you. Look, I get it. Like, I understand about jumping into the deep end is a scary, scary thing. When I was an actor in Los Angeles and living a whole different type of life, which I'll get into in some other vlogs coming up, but when I decided to leave there and to follow this call to the priesthood, it was insane. It was crazy. I felt this call ever since I was a kid, but it started to grow and started to get bigger, and it was moving me out of Los Angeles. And I didn't want to do that. That was the last thing I wanted to do. I didn't want to leave LA. But listen, you got to surround yourself with people you trust. You got to go to your spiritual mentors. You got to pray on it. You got to journal it. And you got to really just, at the end, listen to that gut. Because for me, I think that gut is God. God talking to you. And as much as I didn't want to leave LA and leave the profession, I felt God saying you need to go and get the seminary education and go be a priest where I tell you. And I ended up in Florida. It's nuts. I mean, it's crazy. But once I got to Virginia, it was like, oh, wow, I get it. And it was like in Luke 5, 1 through 10, when the disciples listen to Jesus and take their nets and throw it in the deep end. And they pull in this large haul of fish. It was like, holy cow, this is the bounty, okay. But it was hard to see it over in the other place where I was comfortable and I was used to what I had in life. So I'm praying the same thing for you. That if you got a voice, that an itch that's pulling at you and tugging at you, that you can work on that and discern it and trust it, because I think that God's got real big plans for you coming. But bigger the plans, the scarier it gets, because the more you got to trust him. But good things are coming your way. Take time to discern, because you never know where it's going to lead you. And right now it's led us to a vlog that's run completely out of natural light. So we literally have a headlamp on the dashboard. That's how much I care about telling you about this topic. And the seat broke. Hey guys, if you liked what you saw today, please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to build a community here, and hit the notifications button. Like the video, share it, leave a comment too on what is your deep end, what scares you the most, because I love to talk about that with you. All right, see you soon. All-star vlogging right there. Woo!